No, this is Wes S. I've been on YouTube for around 2 years now. I probably should have marked the date, but I didn't expect to wind up with as many subs as I have. I didn't expect to meet the people I met on here. I'm just a man who has spent 55 years or so learning a few things. I'm far from being an expert on much of anything, except maybe needing to learn and to practice more. Yes, I did. I don't have any desire to mislead anyone about my experience or my knowledge. Many people out there have lived way more exciting lives than I have. Many have paid much closer attention to their instructors than I thought was necessary. What you see on my channel, that'll be me. Sometimes it will appear to you as if maybe I've got split personalities. This you'll have in common with my kids and my wife. Don't sweat it. I will try to impart some wisdom and maybe some helpful insights into my life and life in general. I'll give it my best shot at showing you how to do things I know how to do. And I'll try to make you laugh with me in it. And if I think you're real enough, take it. I'll try and make you laugh at yourself. People, that's a real important skill. So come along. Put on your big boy, big girl shoes. And let's find out where the pot of gold is at the end of the rainbow.
Y'all hear me okay? Didn't expect anybody to get in here that fast. How's life treating everybody? Pulling up. What do you call it? JIT. Hey, Courtney. Can you sneak in here? I got the thing closed. I don't know how many people are in here so far. Give it a little bit. Hey, I'm working on it. I actually got one. I'm trying to figure out how to play it. Like, it's like a minute and 30. Trying to figure out how to play it from the computer straight to the Hangouts deal to give everybody a chance to jump in. Yeah. You tear up that machete yet, Mel Dog? Anyway, that I want to change it. That channel intro only lets you watch it the first time you visit my channel. After that, you can't find it the way it's set up. I got to change that. I want it to be every time you go to my channel. I want to see it because that cuts back on. Hopefully, it would cut back on a little bit of the trolling. Maybe. This is kind of a impromptu thing. I was watching some stuff on Patreon and figured out that step one there wasn't going to do one. So I was like, you know what? I got something I need to handle, so I'll just steal this slot. I didn't put it in the title or anything, so I didn't want people jumping in just for that. Uh, y'all don't freak out because I'm writing everybody's name down. It ain't nothing bad. Uh, if you are in a country other than the United States, I need to know now. Put it that way. Oops. Dave, what the heck, dude? Hold on, I do the thing where I blind joggle. Thanks. Um, y'all do realize that all that money stays in the little thing over there, and I use it to take the wife fishing, and we're gonna do videos and stuff. Just so y'all know. We've already talked about that. Okay. I'm gonna do a, what do you call it? One of those polls or whatever. GR Dowski, Croatia. Dude, you're lost. You're close to my family's, or where my bloodline starts, there, buddy. Well, depends on which side. The side I get the light colored hair and the beard from, anyway. The other side's from the Cherokee Nation. So that's why my brothers and them can't grow a beard. You know, y'all are messing with my head. I don't ever get more than 18, 20 people in here. Thanks, honey. Yeah. Um, Swamp Squatch. That's fair.
I told Matt on you. I said, I made a video.
Oh, I forgot about the sticker. I got it behind me. Oh, and in the mail, I got a sticker from Matt Hayes.
Too late. I done
Matt's
got you
prepping and survival. You know how you know that's not what the live stream was for, huh? You just messed up the whole thing. Now I might as well just cancel it and just go out. Oh, LS is in here.
And Lily and Mother.
I got Lily and Mother. If there's any lurkers, y'all need to let me know right now. Yeah, I got Chipper. He was.
And did you see Grayman?
Yeah, Grayman was in here. That caught me off guard a little bit. Yeah, I mean, there's a few that are gonna. Oh, Grouchy dude, I didn't see him. Okay, here we're gonna do. A thing. Yes. Normal, no.
Damn. Lily. Jane Wall.
Oh, okay.
Ryan. Justin Time. Hayward Ruby. Mother Wall. Normal. Eldar. B103. A. J. Hershey Boo. Green Man. LS. Wolf Walker. Mother.
And Swamp.
Leland.
How many does it say are in here now?
30.
Okay, that's him then. All right.
Palmetto.
Palmetto just jumped in?
Yep.
Okay. And Michael Sines.
And Irish UMC.
I got him.
Michael Stone. Michael Carolina.
Yeah, I got him. Again, if you're other than the United States, not if you're in the United States, just other than the United States, please let me know. You did not hear giveaway. I never said giveaway.
Westland.
I thought he said he couldn't make it in here. But Lily is actually right. The person that won the little bushcraft knife with my name on it did not get in touch with me. I actually gave them the cutoff was Saturday. They got in touch with me. I just checked the email. There's nothing in there. There's no comment on in my feed, nothing. So this puppy's going back out to the people on this, somebody on this list. The only thing is, because of the cost to ship it outside the country, that freaking backpack is going to bankrupt me. I'm disqualifying anybody that's outside the United States. I've already got to repackage that thing. I've got to take. I can't send, and even if I could get away with it, it doesn't matter. I can't send the stove because of the fuel. I can't send the medicine, and there's, the food and stuff like that. I'm not allowed to ship it across the border. So
And you can't do that. Big company.
I can. The knife is fine. I went in and I researched the laws. I can send anything up there. I can send them
Savage.
a sword. Well, I'll let him in there, Savage. So.
And I was my judge.
I'm going to let him play. Mr. Marker Man. Anyway. Staff Sergeant, you still in here? You hiding in the background? You were here earlier. Caribou can't get. I'm not putting you down because you already won a shirt. So technically, besides, you're outside the country. Ha ha. I gotta get you your shirt. Need to like that. All those little numbers and letters. Is that like a zip code or something, dude? Caribou country. That question is to you. Now, if anybody wants to bow out and increase the chances of other individuals, you also need to let me know. Well, that's what I was doing. As you came in, I assigned you a number. Same thing. It's going to be a random generator. I'm not chasing those numbers. I never see who gets it first. He's from Doug. Are you one of them foreigners? Or are you like from Pennsylvania or something?
Out of whatever this is.
Who's that?
Savage.
It's the person that won my little knife didn't get in touch with me in time, so it's going back up on the block. Savage. So
He said I won last time.
actually, technically, Savage, you're right. Because it's the same giveaway, just a different shot at it. You want a lot better knife than this one last time. Okay, Regan, you're out. I'll send you a sticker though. You want me to? Okay. Anybody else?
Said I'm out. I got the machete.
That was who said that?
Dog?
Mad Dog, dude, that was like forever ago, man. That was like what, 100 subs or something? You weren't even in on this last drawing. I got the names around here somewhere. Just to make it simple, I'm gonna give Keith Kronk Savage's number.
Dog said, okay, I'm in there.
There you go. That's better. This thing. If I keep it in the United States, it's the thing on a bankrupt. I'm seriously thinking about getting a couple more of these made, though. I like the knife actually, personally. They're not expensive either. Hey, John. Hey, John, are you from the United States? Well, 'cause, 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 I can't tell if y'all can see it or not. Let me get the other thingamadigger up there. It's this thing. It's got my name etched on it. There's Wes S. I had it made specifically for the giveaway. Thanks, Frank. It's not a Mora. It's a copycat Mora. The Mora style little knife. I told him thank you. I think I even said Frank. Oh, I did not see you bow out. Why are you bowing out? You don't like my stuff. You don't like my name. Gosh, Larry. Now I gotta find somebody to take your number. Exactly. Everybody with the Macon West try to stay in touch. I'm lousy at that, so you'll know. My wife taps me on the shoulder every so often and asks me if I'm still talking to her, and I'm like, yeah, okay, just wondering.
What's that?
Most, I think. Well, dude, I thought you was being sneaky. I thought you had some inside information or something. Okay. Well, now I can't find it. Where'd Swamp go? Anyway, I guess SOS bowed out too. He's not communicating. Hey, Matt. If if you win, I will drop you a text. All right. Well, let's do this and we can go on talking to somebody else. This is actually, I didn't want to put it out there that it was like a whatever because, people jump in just for it. And then it's a viewer appreciation thing is what it was. So if we have numbers 1 through 36, and we have eliminated numbers 27 and 26. Okay. I'm going to do this thing here. Y'all bear with me here. Uh, 1 through 26 and the numbers 26 and 27. Because I want to, don't know if it'll do any good or not, but I'm giving those two numbers to somebody near and dear to my heart. Here we go. Y'all ready? Boosh. 4. Boosh 4. That should be easy. You should be able to figure that out on your own. Y'all figure out who it was yet? All you got to do is scroll all the way back up the top. Fourth guy in the room doesn't want it.
Doesn't let it go all the way to the top.
Oh, me either. That's messed up. Anyway, trying surviving. Still in here trying? Hey, Chandra. Chandra. Hey, strange person. Did he bow out already? Where'd he go? He's not answering me. Trying. Oh, no. I know what happened. It happens in Oklahoma a lot. Every once in a while, there'll be a gust of wind going south instead of north through there, and everybody falls down because of the shape. Because Oklahoma sucks. All right, same rules.
Just trying.
Oh, where are you? Yep. Well, you won the knife, dude. Don't get too excited, though.
Send it to Oklahoma. You just take it with you.
Yeah. You want me to mail it to you or hand it to you at the Viking thing?
Right, I won.
Yeah.
Bring it to you next weekend.
Man, the last thing I want is for Oklahoma to disappear. If Oklahoma stopped existing, Texas would slide right out in the Gulf of Mexico and fill it up, and then it would be the Gulf of where Texas used to be. And we'd be our own country. All right, Doug. Anyway, hey, all the people that were disqualified, if you want a sticker, let me know. I'll send you one. The out of countryers or whatever. All right, try. That'll work. Well, I've got a couple of emails from you. We can just do that or whatever. Okay. Self-addressed stamped envelope. No, I'm just joking. You got to email me your addies, your address. When did the fight? What? There's the two killed in Mississippi Friday, and then 5 is that just happened, Palmetto? I didn't even give your mom a sticker yet, Leland. What's wrong with you? Did you send me your address? Well, I'll probably have your address, but I put out a video a long time ago that said you had to request a sticker, and the people that requested one, I believe, already got one. I think, maybe not. If you requested one, you didn't get one on the honor system, please let me know. These are not Teespring stickers. They're good. They're really freaking good stickers. Yeah, Savage, you do. It's like sticks out like a sore thumb. I couldn't have picked any better colors if I'd have tried. Just make a little bucket, Chandra, just a little bucket with FOO on it, like where you see the F and then the O and then part of the O, like look at that, dude. Yes, and believe it or not, I've still got a few of those. Yes, you got an original issue. And that's the deal for, I don't know, I think, I expected more people to request them than did. Night, Daniel. You go, hey, Daniel, if I get done pouring concrete Friday night, you too, Lily. And I'm going to try to get Daniel, me, and the Revolting Men if you can. If not, I'll take volunteers. I'm thinking about doing a, what do you call it? A Stay Alive, Don't Die t-shirt. So, if we can Friday night, yes, ma'am. The drywall roll has been on a while. I don't think they'll ever take off. Not in residential stuff. That's the first rule. That's actually an accidental catchphrase. I just started saying it. When I first started making videos, I was like, if the video sucked, too late, you already watched it. And then, I don't know, I was talking serious one day and I said, stay alive, don't die. And then I just kept, at the end of the videos, I started saying, stay alive, don't die. And it just makes sense. So, it'll just be S period A period D period D period. Sad. Chandra, you said we should come up with an international symbol for what do you call it? Prepping. And I said you could make a little bucket, but on the front of it, have it say FOO, but not be able to see the D. Nobody else would know that it was supposed to say food either. Just people that were putting food up in buckets would be like, huh? We need a symbol. There you go. A little bucket, a little flat bucket that says.
They said they're tired of seeing the drawing thing on the screen. That's all I wish they had.
Seriously? Oh. Fine. I was like, is that better?
I couldn't figure out what he was meaning when he said there's a random.org on this thing, and I'm like, what?
Well, I stopped the screen share and I forgot I had it up, so I turned it off. Anyway.
Say better?
You with me? Give me draw you. I have a crayon. Hey, you know you like looking at me, Leland. Don't be jealous. You know, I thought of that. I hadn't thought of that. But as long as it was cascaded down and not a word straight across, I don't think they could. Or just a symbol of the little baby drowning in the bucket. Okay, all you people that are wanting to get my wife a taser and giving her knives and telling her it's okay to slap me, stab me, hit me, punch me, and all this stuff that happens while I'm not paying attention to the chat. Y'all need to be on my side for just a minute and explain to her that it is okay for me to show up to the Viking Festival in character. I can dress like a Viking. Tell her it's okay. As a matter of fact, it's more than okay. It is my social responsibility to show up looking like a Viking at this thing. Because reason. That'll work. Chandra. Chin. Charlie, Chin. Not ale, but I'm seriously thinking about making me some of that meat. I didn't know it was tasted that good. And I knew it was easy. I just didn't know it tasted that good. You don't have to do it. I just want to do it. Because, come on, I get to wear my sword. Okay, I get to wear my sword and my knife. I can even walk around carrying a shield if I want to. I can be 12 again. I can be 12 again for a whole day. And nobody will look at me funny, except for my wife. What happens if all the damsels run away with me and take me out to the goat pasture?
I'm lucky.
Oh, ouch. As long as he's only friends on his personal space. I've got enough to do the little ponytail. I got that. I might even be able to get high enough up to make it look like the reverse mullet if I try real hard. Got a couple more weeks. Put a little ponytail up. I don't know what LARPing is either. I just want to walk around carrying that big honking sword. There you go. And see, I've been doing some research. Technically, everybody thinks Vikings dressed in really drab and ugly clothing and stuff. Actually, not. If they could get their hands on colors, they wore them. They were actually quite fond of reds and purples. So, they had their everyday work clothes, which were usually white or brown or gray. But when it come time to go to the festival, you know, they were going to have on party clothes. And they ain't finna go out and spend a whole lot of money. I just want to walk around and look about halfway like a Viking. I got an axe. Walk around with an axe all the time. I'm going to walk around with a sword. It's not sharp. Not technically a Viking sword either. Yeah, I guess I could get me a one of them hair extensions and put the braid on the side of my beard. Just put a couple of braids in down here. I don't want somebody to pull out a sword and want to fight me. That would go badly. I wish I had a tame goat that I could walk in and act like I was riding it. Actually, they were not really monks, but I don't know. Cool. Okay, Lily. Okay, I gotta Google LARP now. I'm assuming it's some kind of Viking singing or dancing or some junk. Live action role playing. No. You see, I'm so not dressing like those guys. See, this is the way Vikings didn't dress. Hold on, y'all gotta see what I'm seeing. I can do this. Y'all can yeah, I mean there's no flipping way, okay? I mean, why? I guess I could dress like that, but I don't think my boobs are that big. Or see, I'm so not doing this. I'm not LARPing. I mean, that kid's got a baseball bat. He could hurt me.
Okay, we can do LARPing. You go as a Viking and I'll go as Lizzie Borden.
No, that's not. It's not a Halloween thing. You get to pick your costume. If
I could be live action role play as Lizzie Borden.
okay, hold on. I might LARP. Who wants to be my unicorn? Or not. Whatever. Ah. Hold on. Here you go, L. Dun dun dun. You can be L the Marauder. That's a chainsaw. Vikings didn't have chainsaws. No, College Station's too close to Amarillo. Amarillo scares me. See, this guy's dressed like a Viking, just FYI. This is all I want to do. Except for that little thing. Look, Ma, I question my heterosexuality right there. Anyway. Where people start dropping about it. Yeah. I guess LARPing would be okay. Live action role. Yeah, that was it. Well, I just put in LARP and then it showed images and Vikings. Apparently, doing the Viking thing is like, hey, Westwind, you still in here?
Yeah.
Dude, I didn't bring it in here, but what do you call it? You know that sax knife I was working on or whatever that jacked up? The knife that I made, the first successful knife I ever made, I still have, was made from a piece of leaf spring that her adopted dad gave. It is technically a sax. It's technically a Viking knife. I actually have a reason to wear it in public. I mean, it's got a 9.5-inch blade on it. It's got a huge handle. It's designed to skin stuff and bash somebody in the teeth. So there's not really a real good reason to carry it around. So, I would go out there and get it and show it to y'all, but I've showed it before. Whatever you do, don't skip a step when you're quenching it after you work on it all fucking day. I'm just saying. Not that I did that. I'm saying that if you did, it would suck balls. Do you want me to do a video of breaking it like glass? Because I know if I smack it on that anvil, it'll shatter. I guess that would be kind of cool. Except for my feelings. It would take my feelings with it. Did I use the F-bomb? I don't remember saying it. It's the generic one, I thought. If I threw the F-bomb, my apologies. Okay, I don't know who Steampunk is. I tried listening to the Today's Rock and Roll on the way home, and what's wrong with people? Now, that's entirely possible because I know I thought the F-bomb when it did it. I think I spoke to a puppy about it. Pretty sure I spoke to a puppy about it. Is a style of dress. And that's there wasn't a whole lot of Viking women getting beat up and raped. I did read that in the history. Apparently, they were proficient with blades also.
It's just retarded. Don't even want to look it up.
Don't want to look it up?
No, it's retarded.
Okay. Well, you know I'm going to look it up, right?
Well, fine, but you're gonna regret.
I'm going to regret it. Am I going to regret it?
You will regret it.
I regret all kinds of stuff. These people don't jump off of trains. These people are parked trains.
Now they jumped off one too many and hit their head.
No. You know, they put pesticides on some of that ganja. Y'all know that, right? It's probably really bad for you. Just saying. Y'all might want to look into that and make sure y'all ain't getting the pesticides. And some of it does, West Wind. We were looking up steampunk. Yeah. Yeah. I definitely ain't going to no steampunk festival. I mean, why you want to walk around looking like you got steam-powered robotic body parts? I mean, I could see something that might actually work. I mean, do these people get... Well, they're going to die out, right? Because there's no way they're reproducing. Right?
Well, they probably don't self-identify as male or female. They self-identify as a freaking train. So why would they?
So they don't actually reproduce. They just build a new little steampunk baby. Oh, okay.
Hey, LS, I think you got that. Why did you post it 3 times? Or did my phone just mess up and post it 3 times?
I don't know. I think he's going to get confirmed anyway. Was the last thing I heard on news on the radio, which is actually a non-biased news program that I can't pick up unless I drive 85 miles.
Oh, it's her phone, not my phone. Okay.
I actually saw that steampunk 22 caliber gun smoking. I saw a video on it. Can't find it, or I can't find it anymore. So Lily in the Wild is a secret steampunk person. She's probably got little robot eyeballs and robot legs and stuff. That's how she climbs a tree. She never shows us her feet. That makes all the sense in the world. It's a Pathfinder campaign. Hey, Palmetto, did you ever tell us what was going on with the police? Or is he gone? Oh, okay. That actually, I could buy every bit of that, Lily. Yeah, they've pushed us as far as I'm willing to go. I mean, there's only so far back you can let them push you. And that's, I mean, uh, we really don't want to start climbing down the side of the cliff because then they just start throwing rocks over. Yes. Yeah, I saw that. Why didn't we put a hole in that boat?
Yeah, it said 1 officer dead, 6 injured.
What was that about? I mean,
They were serving a warning.
uh, I don't know what's going on. None of it. I used to be able to see directions on this and this stuff, but I can no longer see a direction for any of this. None of it makes any logical sense at all now. You have to go so far afield into the realm of hyper conspiracy theorism to see a possible outcome for this kind of behavior. The thing now that worries me is that it really is just people being stupid. Because if it really is just people being stupid, there's nothing we can do about it. You cannot fix stupid. So now I'm going to start praying that there is actually a they and they have a plan. You can fight a plan. You can't fight chaos. I know. I read the Amber Chronicles. You can't fight chaos. Okay.
I'm thinking, Lily is saying her mom was sick. That her mom won't stop talking about it.
Tell her to get her phone out, Lily. I'll let her take a picture of this one right here. Take a picture. Hurry up, real quick. There it is. Take a picture. Ooh. Those are, you can put those on your bumper if you want to. They're going to be there. Just don't put them on something you're fixing to trade off because those aren't going anywhere. I'm going to go get some coffee. I'll be right back. This is my wall. My wall. Back. Night, Chandra. You make us all little bucket keychains. Good night, Smoking. Have a good night. Chan. Night, Chan. I spent all that time learning to call her the other one, and I was wrong. My feelings are hurt now. Anyway, so I didn't even catch it. Did y'all actually get her talking and let me go as a Viking or not? Well, that would be the dumbest thing ever even for the elite. That happened in France. All the elite got their head chopped off. All of them. Yeah, she doesn't want me typing what she's trying to say, that's for sure. It really doesn't make any sense. Because what everybody thinks of is anarchy, which is not zero laws. The true anarchy is governance of oneself from within one's self. An anarchical society sets down a basis of conduct, a list of acceptable and unacceptable behavior. Each person in that society agrees to govern themselves within those boundaries. That's anarchy. You govern yourself. What everybody views as anarchy is a deal where there are no laws and you do whatever you like because it's your life and whatever you're doing shouldn't affect anybody else. Now, the problem is you share the planet with others. So an anarchical society like that, where there are no laws, where there are no boundaries, sooner or later your boundaries cross the line of somebody else's boundaries, which forces conflict between those two parties of the conflict. It's no longer who has the right to govern themselves, but who is stronger. Has won the right to govern themselves. Whether it is the immoral individual or the moral individual. That kind of anarchy will never work. That is the kind of anarchy they are breeding on the left. Hey! That's where that bomb came from a while ago. I knew it wasn't me. But the left and quit using liberals. Okay? Our enemy is the left. Our enemy, the left, is playing the liberals against the conservatives. There are leftists in the Republican Party. Okay? We need to get those out. There are a lot of leftists in the Democratic Party. We need to get rid of those. Liberals you can deal with. Liberal doesn't mean new thinking, forward thinking, no rules, no nothing. They actually want laws that make sense I disagree with them because they want more laws. They want more government. I don't like that. The leftist wants everything to belong to the government. They want no rules, or well, they actually want rules that protect them living like there were no rules. Okay. The left is our enemy. While I do not agree with the liberal standpoint, and I will vote against every liberal thing that comes out there, they're still not the enemy. They're being played by the left. The left is the one running the brainwashing. The left are the ones that are turning our children, young adults, and college age people into blithering idiots. The left. Leftists. Communists, socialists, anarchists, supremacists. Those are the ones doing all this. Okay? Those are our enemies. Do what, Steve? Oh, okay. Now I caught up with you. And the thing is, LS, they're not actually Satan worshipers. They don't worship anything. Most of our enemy are adamant that there is no other power, that there is no higher being. Their firm belief is that your last breath is your last breath. You get what you get here, and then it's over. There's no heaven, there's no hell. There's only breathing or fertilizer. That's it. Those Satanists and stuff like that, that's some seriously wait. Is that a different one? That's not a different one, right?
No.
Anyway. Satanists they're not a problem. Okay. They're stupid. I mean, I'm going with the guy that lost already. So, and that's my personal opinion. Don't mean to hurt anybody's feelings or anything like that, but whatever. It's the people that have let their intellect get in between them and the remote possibility that there could be a higher power, that have decided to fight tooth and nail to prevent people from wasting their life worshiping something that doesn't exist. Because by worshiping something that doesn't exist, it puts limitations on what they can and can't do. Now, granted, they believe that you should do right and wrong, or that there's a right and a wrong. But their idea of right and wrong completely different than ours. They're very dangerous. Trust me. I have them in my family. They're very dangerous. Yep. Honey, you can choose not to worship God and not worship Satan. Okay? You don't have to be able to worship Satan if you don't worship God. Now, trust me, you're on his side if you choose not to go not to worship God. But it doesn't have to be deliberate. You have to go out and like, oh, I mean, there's actually people out there that pray to this guy or to his familiars or whatever, people he's made up. Yeah, killing somebody because you didn't know how to say, no, Billy, you don't dot a rubber is not acceptable. Or killing somebody because you got a little drunk and, well, stuff happened. It's not acceptable. Hey, Sasquatch. Just got home from church and there you go. That's what you get. I have checked into every religion out there. All of them. Okay. There's only one of them that draws you close to a spirit, if you will, that allows you to view the truth of the world. And that truth has been stolen and mutated and lied about and changed around to come up with a lot of other religions that are false. They're based off the same teachings as the real one. But they miss one thing. We don't know God's name. When the guy that started writing the Bible asked God's name, he said, it is enough for you to know that I am. You don't need to know my name. All you need to know is I am God. Some of us choose to use the English word God. Some of us choose to use Yah. Some use Yahweh. Some, and it is acceptable, use Allah. Because there are, back off, calm down. There are Christians who speak Arabic. Guess what? They call him, there you go. Religion knows no race. The peoples that make up Israelites are a hodgepodge of several races, if you will. There's no pure Jew. The German ones and the American ones and stuff, they don't look nothing like the ones from Israel. They don't. But they don't notice. When they get together, they're all Jews. Okay. That's important. Steve, are you still being the opposite to everybody? Daggum it. But anyway, try to get back on topic with all that stuff. There is one God. There are countless number of spirits, okay, but they're not gods. There are some that are very powerful and present themselves as such, but they are not. Okay, there is only one. That's something we all need to remember. Hey, Sergeant Smith, hang out, brother. Don't get mad. And nobody, guess I need to follow the chat closer. Okay. Oh,
Okay. I can tell LS.
anyhow, what'd you get labeled? Oh, never mind. Just let that one go. Just let it ride. What am I talking about? Oh, I personally, I don't care whether you do it Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I don't care. That's not between you and me. That's between you and God. But if you're doing that day for God, you better be doing it right. That does matter. If you're expecting to find enlightenment and eternal life within yourself, well, I would stop that. You're going to be disappointed. The spark of life that dwells within you was a gift from outside. Okay? You need to find the source of that spark and explore it and draw closer to it. So when the spark leaves your flesh, it gets to stay intact. I'm trying really hard not to go Bible thumping preaching here. That's not what this was started for almost 2 hours ago. I was going to give a knife away and get off of here. We're supposed to behave pretty much the same spiritually and towards one another each day as though it were the Sabbath. If you're not going to use hot skillet words on Sunday, you can't use them Monday through Saturday. If you're not going to drink on Sunday because it's the Sabbath, you can't drink any other day. If if you're going to do charitable work on Sunday because it's the Sabbath to you, or Saturday because it's Sabbath, or however you worship the Sabbath. Not necessarily when, but how. Then you need to be doing charitable work all the time, every day of the week, which is actually kind of, sort of, in the rules too. It's actually against biblical principles. I'm going to avoid using the word law. To turn someone away at your door. If a traveler comes by and says, hey, man, I'm thirsty and a little bit hungry. If you've got food and drink, if you've got some water and you got a cheese sandwich, you need to give them water and you need to give them a cheese sandwich. It's right. So you do it. Miss Hortense Parker. I was being a little snothead. I was 9 or 10, I guess. And didn't really think I needed a babysitter, but I had been left in her care, which was pretty simple. I mean, I was allowed to play on a whole city block. Just had to stay within earshot and eye shot. She had to be able to look out the door and see me, and I had to come running when she hollered. Pretty simple. But anyway, I was being snot about something, and she sat me down and she says, well, you're going to do this and this. And I was like, well, why? It's just because you're a good human being and you're going to do what's right because it's right. And she put it all on me after that. That has stuck with me my entire life. You do what's right because it's right. God set down in the law the way you treat each other, the way to righteously treat one another, because it was right. You don't try to look for things in the scripture to get out of following something that's right if you're supposedly following a righteous God. You look in the scriptures to find what a righteous God wants from righteous followers. The festivals and the holy days and this, that, and everything else, well, I'm pretty sure they make God happy if you're doing the right ones for the right reasons. Are not nearly as important as knowing why you restrain your neighbor for 2 days. Or is it 3? It's either 2 or 3 days. And give your other neighbor a 3-day head start if he gets in a fist fight, if 2 men get in a fist fight. And accidentally, one of them is struck dead by the other one. The brother of the dead one wants to kill the man that killed his brother. Biblical law requires that the other members of the community, later Daniel, restrain him for 2 or 3 days to give the guy a chance to get away. Why? For starters, it was a fight. Nobody was supposed to wind up dead. It happened. The brother, given a few days to think about it, and pray on it, will understand that it was an accident, and then he will not be responsible for the murder of an innocent man, a man who is innocent in God's eyes. In the law, if I hunt a man down, yes, kosher is very different than biblical clean. And if I hunt a man down who's done me wrong, you know, I'm justified, but I go hunt him down and shoot him. Biblically, that's murder. If I restrain myself and don't, and I'm minding my own business, and I'm on my way to market one day, and he's coming the other direction, and he looks at me and smirks, and I go off and punch him in the throat, and he chokes to death on his own blood and vomit. It's not murder. I was trying to let it go. He took advantage of that, and the spirit moved me, and it killed him. That sounds harsh. That's messed up. Those not very Christian. Actually, it's very Christian. If you're not willing to study the rules, then how do you know what the rules are? If there's no recompense for bad behavior in the flesh, then nobody will ever behave properly. We're flesh. There will always be the 9 out of 10 that choose to live in the flesh and take advantage of the other one. And out of those 9, there's only going to be 2 or 3 that are really alphas, or even close to alpha. Probably like one of them might be an alpha, that are still going to be utilizing the other 7 or 8 to their advantage, because there's no rules. There's nothing that, the 1%, the 10%, the 1 out of 10 can do about it. The turning the other cheek thing, I'm just started researching that. So I don't want to quote myself, and I don't want anybody to quote me on this. But I'm not 100% sure that Jesus was talking about just any old body walking up and slapping you on the side of the face. Hello, Shabos, outdoors. How's life? Who did start this? Who did this? It happened. I just went through the little question though, and then I got sidetracked. Now I got to go back and watch my own thing and read through the whole chat to find it. Dude, I'm Chinatown. I'm trying to. actually got a snake killed and cleaned and put, and haven't got to cook it yet. I've gone out several times to set the traps to catch a rat. I want to do a kitchen cook rat, but something, I'll head out the door and something will mess it up because those things take so much time. It's not even funny. If I could only grab one blade, it's Uncle Henry, 153. Big finger. Not the little finger, big finger. That or it'd either be this one or my Buck 109, I believe it is. 109 or 111. It's my little trapper knife. No, that stands for Larry Shoemaker. Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't supposed to give their name out. Sorry, Larry.
Weirdest thing you can eat in Texas? I'm guessing you can pretty much eat anything.
What's the weirdest thing you can eat in Texas? Well, let's see. Because we forgot to bring, well, we weren't planning on doing a catch and cook porcupine for starters. Run into somebody we knew had a porcupine problem. We handled it. We took it. We ate it. We didn't have enough water to cook it. So we had to use lake water. And we didn't have, I went fishing. I didn't take my bug out bag with me, okay? I did not have a way to filter the water. So we ate porcupine boiled in lake water. It tasted like we boiled it in fish soup. It was actually the porcupine itself was actually quite delicious. It was surprising. We tried to drink the broth off camera. We did. Enough said. Cattle prods can stop a human heart.
Sir, my phone always changes everything.
Yeah, that kukri I was gifted or whatever, that stupid thing is actually a really nice kukri. I've tried to tear it up. I haven't been able to do it. You know, not deliberately try and tear it up, but I've used it for everything. And it will flat go right through a leg bone on a hog or a goat, deer. It'll unzip a rib cage in a heartbeat. No, he will not. If she winds up with a cattle prod, I'll take it away and I'll buy her a taser. I don't mind getting hit with the taser. If the cattle prod's the wrong frequency or whatever, it can kill you.
But I could stand in the doorway and touch you.
Yeah, but if you get me in the wrong place, I can die.
Well, I'll turn it down.
Read the little red sticker on the cattle prod. You're not supposed to zap people.
I don't know. Give me a big machete knife.
Wait a minute.
We were jumping off a cliff with something, so I wanted a cattle prod.
Not jumping off a cliff, jumping off, like running away to the bushes or whatever. Anybody jumping off no cliff.
Whatever. You know what he meant? Or what I meant?
Yeah, I know what you mean. I guess, I don't know. Uh,
That's when I bought one of the cheap ones.
well, that in the women's pal is basically a modified kukri. That's not mistaken. Unless I missed something somewhere. Yeah, something like that. She tells me she wants me to stick around, but I don't know. Talking about cattle prodding and stuff. I don't know if that'd be covered on the insurance anyway. I have fished with yo-yos, yeah. They're really good in creeks and stuff. Uh, creeks and canals and stuff. We used them a lot in Florida. And if you've got a lot of perch and stuff like that, that's really what they're designed for more than anything else. If you get something big on your yo-yo, chances are it's going to tear your yo-yo up or it's going to take your yo-yo. God bless you both. And see, Steve, Foco, that's one of the things. That's why I'm very selective about what knife I wear out. I keep a sheath knife on me, a fixed blade knife on me because I want to have a fixed blade on me if something goes wrong. Okay. And I don't want to get caught out with some really pretty jeweled up Wizard of Waifdomdom dagger hoop thingy or whatever that ain't no good for nothing. And then have that as my everyday use knife. You know what I'm saying? I want to have a decent knife on me. I can't remember what those things are called. I know what you're talking about. You talking about the one that curves up? Like Aladdin sword or whatever? I actually have a machete like that. It works really good for whacking limbs and stuff like that, but other than that, it's not worth it. Good night, Lily's mom. You have to send me your address if you want a sticker. Okay, yeah. I have one of those. It's like not the worst machete ever. The handle's too small for my hand, though. Yes, we watch a little NCIS. Right, well, I don't know. It's been on there a little while. You know? Um, see, that's another thing. I mean, you go into a restaurant and you order a steak, okay, and they give you this thing with dull serrated teeth. and you're like, FYI, I ordered this medium rare, and I can't cut it. I didn't want to saw it. I wanted to cut it. Could I have a knife, please? So they bring you another one with dollar. So you have to bring out your own knife. Oh no, I didn't have it on before, so I hadn't put a hat on all day. Actually, just I'm dressed like I normally am. So you had to go to the big city and hang out all day. Man, I actually have on khaki slacks and everything. Well, so holy crap, I'm broken sweat all day.
Must be nice. I was pouring sweat by the time we got through measuring that dog.
I was still technically doing stuff, so that's technically not a day off, so I'm still on time. I'm just saying that I was in the air conditioning all day. That's all I'm saying. You get used to that.
Have you ever run a trot line in Florida?
No, not in Florida. Run a few down here. Yes, I've met several. A couple of them are in here. Sasquatch, Chipper, Sergeant Smith was in here earlier. SOS was in here a little earlier. LS was hiding from us. Let's see. I met that Mrs. West Hess. She's pretty cool. This dude West Wind ever gets over to Nevada Zona or wherever it is he's moving. Go see him too. Oh, that Rob Painless dude? Yeah, I met him too. In the weekly pill thing.
Sorry, I said bad words really loud.
It's just a video game, y'all do realize that.
I know, but they murdered me a lot really bad and it hurt my feeling. The one feeling I have, it hurt it just a little bit.
Okay. You missed it, Rob. Try and win the knife. I was trying to get you in here so you could get your name in the slot for Sarah, but if you don't tell her, I'm gonna order a couple, 3 more, and they've got a couple things I want. I'm gonna get. I think I'm gonna either 3 or 4 more of them, and I'm gonna earmark one of them for Cornelius. So I got to come up with something nice to give Ranza too. Even though she's I don't know how to explain her. I like her. I like her. I like all your kids, just different or whatever. They're like, you don't have one kid that's like the other kids. They are like all like they are each one themselves. I said that right. Well, don't let them get in a fight over that stupid thing. It's kind of sharp. But I like running trout lines. I also like doing jug lines. Y'all jug line? Anybody jug line fish? Y'all know how to jug line? And some of the guys on YouTube do it completely wrong. I'm just saying. Do you anchor them to the bottom, C103? Or do you free float them with a drag anchor? They're not really jugs. I wish I could run out and get one now. They talking. Him and Rob talking about winning the boat. Free float. There you go. Exactly. And you don't have to do the drag thing. Just if I do, because if there's a lot of open water, the fish will swim forever. He'll realize if he goes slow, that thing will just follow him around. And then you could chase that stupid thing forever and then get to the trees and get them all tied up and stuff. But if you put the drag anchor on them, they'll hit them and it'll cause some drag and they'll just like swim around. They'll think they're stuck when they're not really. And tuckers the fish out pretty fast. Well, I set mine at different depths until I find where the fish are hidden. And I'll come back and I'll rerun all of them at that depth or whatever. But I'll run 2 hooks on mine. I mean, you can run up to 4, I think. I think you can run up to 4 hooks on a jug, but I only run 2. Because if you're in a zone, then you don't need, you know, it's really hard to get 4 hooks in the same zone. And you don't really want 4 hooks in the same zone on the same line because if, heaven forbid, you wind up with 2 fish on the same jug or whatever, you got an issue. Yeah. That's the beauty of free floating the jugs. If you can find a place to do it where the gar are, if you can find slow moving water or whatever, the gar will swallow the hook, and you've got them. You've got to be ready to do something serious whenever you get them to a point. Before I started doing the YouTube videos and such, I actually caught a couple of gar by hand. Find the rocks and stuff in the creek, and you can see them, and they'll go up and they'll find a place where there's, for whatever reason, they'll kind of lay up in amongst the rocks or whatever, and if you move slow enough, you can get up close enough, and then you can snatch them. I've only been able to pull it off twice. Well, Mark, the important thing is you don't want to break the gar when you catch it, because they're really hard to put back together. Wow. I crack me up, Mama. Depends on how big they are. The gar has 2 big old back straps, and you can broil them, you can grill them, you can deep fry them. They are a delicious fish. You fix them any way you would fix any other fish.
Yeah, we cook our roasted slowly over a smoky fire beneath the plank.
Rob, you don't know. Gar is good. It's hard to get to the meat, which should tell you something. That's not even right. If you can get a gar, the meat's good. They're hard to clean, and they've got teeth. You've got to work for it. It's good. All the gar I've ever cleaned, I've never found a parasite in the gar. I'm sure they have them, but I haven't found them. I found parasite in bass. I found parasite in perch. I found parasite in drum. I found parasite in catfish. I've never found any parasites in trout. Buffalo, carp, about everything I've ever caught, except for saltwater fish. I think they have. Hey, tripping. Anyway, I've never found parasites in gar. But then again, you don't have to open up their body cavity. You literally don't open the gar's body cavity. The only thing you're after are the 2 chunks of meat down the back, and that's it. And the scales. Gar are a win-win situation if you're bushcrafting your way through life. You can spend hours making bone arrow points for your homemade arrows, okay? Or you can catch 1, 4, 5, 6 foot gar, harvest the 10, 15 pounds of meat out of there. Yeah, not that much. Yeah, pretty close. Probably 10 pounds of meat. Anyway. And then take the hide and lay it out. And just let it dry. And then you literally break the scales apart. And they're sharp on all sides. But they're shaped like a bird point. They're shaped like an arrowhead. They're just like that with a little tail. They literally, they're square scale that's sharp, but then it's got a little tail on the bottom of it. It's shaped just like a small arrowhead. 1 catfish is going to yield you several hundred arrowheads. Buffalo or a drum, I don't have it up here anymore, is going, literally, all you have to do is cook the drum. And then the bot fin on the bottom, take it out. And that little keel bone that comes up, and that one little front spike on the dorsal fin, or what, or not, or you got the belly, the fin on the belly. You take that and you very carefully work it until you can see where that little loop ties them together. And on the little bone, you clip that string and you pull it out, and you have an awl, a hard, sharp awl that is got a hole ready made to put your sinew or rawhide strip or whatever, push it through whatever you're sewing, pull it through. You've already made a needle. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff out there in the wild you can use. It's just like ready made. I mean, it's not as nice as this one, but it's still a needle that is serviceable. You do the same, Gene. Yeah, if you pressure cook them, it softens the bones. But if you learn how to clean them, Rob, you can get rid of most of those little Y bones on the side. Well, actually, if you do it right, you can get rid of all of them. And then, the only part of the carp that is not palatable is that red strip down both sides. And that's where the Y bones are anyway. So after you clean the fish, after you fillet it, just roll it over and cut all of that dark out. That blood strip, cut all of it out. All right, give it to the dogs, cat. Use it for fish bait. It'll work. And keep the rest. Tastes kind of like fish. What's the update on Bob? Hold on. I was just texting them yesterday and this morning. I can find it. Blah, blah, blah. He's doing much better. He still has a little bit of problem with his energy, but they said, it'd take a few weeks to recover from that. So he's doing good. Ask about his eyesight, and they were actually at the doctor getting ready for another procedure to see if they can improve it a little bit more. He's already recovered a lot of his sight, or not a lot. He's recovered quite a bit of his sight, as opposed to what he did have left. And they're doing the thing to see if they can improve it a little bit more. Okay. So Bob's doing good from the snake bite and good on the eyesight. I've noticed on my notifications that there's some stuff coming from Drop Forge Survival. He was down there with him when he got snake bit, and they got some videos coming. Well, y'all still talking trash about the stuff I ate, ain't y'all? No, not yet, Sasquatch. But then again, like I say, I don't go in the body cavity. I just take the meat off the outside. Rob, ain't no wrong with chitlins. That's it. I'm getting your shirt repressed. It needs to say Sir Robert of the North. What I missed, Jay? What was Jay talking about? Oh, well, I don't think that's true about the half and half.
I'm sure that's it. He should have.
I stand corrected. Mrs. West says yes, it is. It's exactly the truth. You should just acknowledge the woman's knowledge and roll with it. Yeah. Yeah. Convincing women to sleep on rocks and with scorpions and lizards and snakes and stuff ain't the easiest thing in the world. Dude, yeah, when he hooked that Nile perch and jumped in a crocodile infested river to take a swim so he didn't lose it or whatever, yeah, okay. Yeah, it's technically not living the survival mode. It's training for future emergencies. You need to find a friend and tell the ladies that y'all are going to go train.
I'll live with a bunch of women. I'll do a trip.
That's true.
I'd hate to be in a room full of women.
Mr. Moore. No, I do not noodle. Let's see. I'm in the water where there could be water moccasins or 50, 60, 70, 80-pound catfish. I'll stick my hand up in this hole and see if I can get one of those things to bite me on the hand. And then I'm going to wrest it up out of water. Let's see. 50-pound cat or 30-pound catfish got 2-inch barbed spikes. No, probably about 3-inch barbed spikes sticking out of 3 sides of its body. And it's probably got 1/8 of an inch long teeth. And it's perfectly capable of pulling me into the water and drowning me if I lose my footing. No, I don't noodle. I'm a chicken. I ain't gonna lie. No, I don't noodle. I thought about it once. I almost did it. I was actually in the water thinking about it, and I just talked myself out of it. We were chasing a mouse. Our cat was nice enough to bring it inside when I was a kid. Yes, I was 7, maybe. No, I was older than 7. I was acutely aware that the equipment was different on boys and girls. Just becoming aware. Anyway, the mouse got loose from us trying to smack it with a broom, and my sister picked it up. So she grabbed it, and it didn't bite or anything. It just like grabbed her finger, and she literally said "eek" and threw it. I'm laughing, and the thing runs for the first hole it could find, which was my pants leg. Runs up the inside of my pants leg, and I grab it, and I feel it and grab it just about that far away from being in a really bad place to have to grab. So I'm walking around. I said, I got it. What am I supposed to do with it? And my mom's just perfectly calm. She laughs a little bit and she says, squeeze. So that was my first hand-to-hand combat with a mouse. And I just went, and then had to go change my clothes. I squeezed it a little too hard. Water mouse was caught now. Yeah, stupid water moccasin tried to kill the missus. I've never had to deal with copperheads. I've been lucky. I don't think I've ever seen a live one or a dead one for that matter. I've seen pictures. That's it. That's how I know how much it costs for antivenom. Yeah, 3 vials. Yeah. Oh, more. We used to pick on the. Hold on. Let me rephrase this story. In my younger days, we used to do some top water fishing in Florida, and occasionally an alligator would be drawn to the top of the water lure, and one should be aware that they have the ability to go under the water and swim without you seeing them. And those top of the water lures aren't cheap. Around the Fort Myers, hey, yeah, what she said. I'd be following with the missus because she'd be going somewhere to get a fully automatic gun and aerate the water. That'll do it. You know, if a dog's lucky enough to get bit on his face, his cheek, or something like that, or some flappy skin, he's usually all right. But for whatever reason, it'll mess him up pretty bad if it gets him on the foot or the leg or something. I don't know why the difference. All right, tripping. Good luck on getting to go. What do you call it? Training. I'm gonna get out of here too, guys. I didn't mean to stay on here this late. I am working on some videos. I got another video coming out about the Texas deal. We actually started the camera again when we sat down to have a conversation, a deliberate conversation. And get it that out and get it up there. It'll be a little busy this weekend, but the next video I want to do is actually I want to do well, it's warm weather, but I want to do a cold weather emergency shelter for my area. What I would do in my area if it was cold and I had to throw something up is stay the night in it. So just easier to do it now than when the ground's frozen. So you're welcome, trying. Did you even get to see it or not? You want to see it? You everybody else see it one more time? It's hey, it finally showed up. But it's actually, yeah, the blade's not as thick as I would prefer it to be, but nonetheless, it's really, I'm going to buy some of these, and because I'm always wondering, what do you put in the bag that you just want something in the bag? I think this is going to be it. Okay. Mark Chase put that the Puget Sound Viking Network will meet this Sunday, October 7th. Bob's Burgers and Brew in Burlington. 9394 Old Highway 99 North Road, Burlington. Directions below. We have the private meeting room from 14 to 17. Or 14:30 to 17:30. Yeah. You're welcome, sir. Sorry I started rambling and got all off track and stuff, but y'all be blessed. Stay alive, don't die. Jay, again, thank you for that little bump. I think that was you, wasn't it? Yeah, that was you. You'll bear with me. I'm sorry I missed Tuesday night. There was stuff. So, anyway. Love y'all. Y'all stay alive. Don't die.